You know, the thing is, I'm not going to be there on that stage, am I? I'm not going to be coaching you at your jury. I'm not going to be at your audition. Is it important enough? Do you want a job badly enough to do this all on your own?
I was pitching a film idea to Magnolia when the executive hit me with a simple question. What's the journey we can see in real time? What she really meant was, okay, this person has a cool backstory, but is something happening now that we can film? It stuck with me. So now after spending all this time, the last couple videos, going deep into interviewing techniques, I'm flipping the script. This video is about why you need to stop relying solely on interviews and B-roll, wallpaper, and start building real-time scenes.
Oh, it still works! Wow!
Because you might be missing the most powerful tool in cinematic storytelling, the unfolding moment. This is under the umbrella of observational filmmaking, or what they call cinema verité. And it comes down to one question. How can I film this story as it happens in scenes that stand on their own? Or are there parts of the story I can film as scenes? Or put even simpler, how can I show, not tell? Hollywood has made trillions mastering the illusion that you're living the story with the characters. Imagine Saving Private Ryan if Private Ryan were just being interviewed about being saved with World War II B-roll layered on top. Still moving? Sure. But a box office smash? Of course, interviews are still essential. They're not going anywhere. Not everything unfolds in front of the camera, and most Oscar-winning docs still have interviews. But interviews aren't really what people remember. What elevates a story or a documentary film are the moments that are caught in real time. The scenes you build because you were there when it mattered. In this video, I'll walk you through how to flip your mindset from, I need a bunch of interviews, to what scenes can I shoot that say it all?
We've got to go back to the beginning.
Real quick, don't miss the free download in the description. It's a guidebook with 35 rules of documentary filmmaking I wish I had when I was starting out.
Julian, I ask you to open your heart. Our people are going to stand up.
One of the most striking examples of verite filmmaking or scene building, in my opinion, is Sugercane, directed by Emily Cassie and Julian Brave Noisecat. It follows a community in British Columbia as it confronts the trauma caused by a former residential school.
I want to know the whole story.
I think most filmmakers would have chosen to do this story through dozens of sit-down interviews with survivors and experts and historians. It's an extremely complex and painful topic. But what made this so powerful is that there were 0 interviews. Just immersive, observational filmmaking. And because of that, Sugercane doesn't feel like it's a story someone's explaining to you. It feels like you're there as a witness. You can tell by watching it, it's a lot of effort and sacrifice by the filmmakers to embed in the community and be there for so many big moments, but it feels alive. And I'm not alone, because that effort earned the film a 2024 Oscar nomination. It's more demanding in both production and post because there's no faking it. You just have to be there to capture the moments. And in the edit, it's a complex puzzle with no interviews to fall back on for clean, simple exposition. I've done a lot of stuff in the documentary world. I've never done a full feature without interviews, and it's my life goal to do that. Just embed in a real story and ride the wave. I think that's documentary in its purest form. Maybe when my kids are out of the house. But it's hard for most people to pull that off. And luckily, I think there are plenty of films that take a hybrid approach and have traditional interviews, but find ways to build in real-time stories and scenes. One of my favorites of recent memory is a film that was shot in my backyard in Baltimore called Step, directed by Amanda Lippitz. It's a fantastic example of filmmaking that captures not just a team, but a transformation in real time. It follows a high school step dance team through their senior year as they chase championships, college dreams, and personal breakthroughs. Lippitz uses a combination of filming scenes in real time as well as supplemental interviews. I think what makes the interviews in Step so good is that she follows multiple characters and interviews them at different points along the way, so it's not like we come back to one stale master interview all the time. And because she embeds with the team, filming practice, home life, and personal moments, we don't just hear that these girls are fighting for something, we watch them fight for it.
Are these grades your best? Why does the step team get your best and I don't?
We see the sweat, the setbacks, the emotional breakdowns, and the triumphs.
Remarkably, Vladimir Putin faces a legitimate opponent, Alexei Navalny.
Another great example of a masterful film that's a hybrid and relies on interviews but has some incredibly memorable real-time scenes is Navalny, directed by Daniel Roher. Instead of relying solely on retrospective interviews, Rower places the viewer inside a high-stakes investigation into the poisoning of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. We watch Navalny and his team not as talking heads, but also as protagonists in a real-world drama, making calls, chasing leads, reacting to new information as it lands. Of course, not everyone has this kind of access. This was an incredible film. But it works with any story you're telling through moving pictures, even if it's a short, mission-driven video for a nonprofit. One thing to consider is that you don't necessarily need to be the person who filmed the scenes that happen in real time. Someone might have archive footage of something that you can edit in the present tense like it's happening in real time.
And what we do is we call up people and chisel them out of money.
There's a great docuseries on HBO called Telemarketers, built mostly from old camcorder footage that captures life inside a shady telemarketing company from the early 2000s. Even though much of it is archival, the series pulses with energy of observational filmmaking. You're not told what happened, you see it unfold.
They do need your support.
Whether you have an idea for a feature, a short film, a brand film, a nonprofit film, I think that if it doesn't have at least one powerful scene captured in real time, it might not be the right idea for this medium. Maybe a best-selling book? So here's my question to you, much like I was asked in my pitch meeting. What are the present-day scenes in your story that you can capture in real time that don't require an interview to explain them? This is the difference between filming life and watching it slip away. If this video opened your eyes to the power of capturing real moments, the next one is non-negotiable. I'm breaking down exactly how to do it in bite-sized, actionable tips on how to become invisible as you film, even if you're 6'4" like me. If this helps you, please hit like and subscribe. I've got more real-world tips for filmmakers every single week. And if it hurts you, don't. Make docs, move hearts, peace.